What? No theme music, nah?
Gusto, now Chris the host. Man, I make a little dinner whilst busting joke. Come to the yard, get it off your chest. There's no hard feelings when you're rocking with the best. Everything's crisp, everything's nice. Throw a little sugar, add a little spice. Ask all questions, cook a little rice. Gamble like Vegas and throw a little dice. Raise a glass and make a toast. Drop by Chris for a Sunday roast. Or 8 days of his mixology. Get twisted and not off the Hennessy. Now your belly's full, play a game of ball. Gusto, he's coming from the old school. No if buts, maybes, whys. No silly questions, I tell no lies.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Live talks with the sensei, Ashley Hamilton.
Waiting for this. Alright. You ain't playing no games, boy. FPM. Oh no. Yes, Bailey, Miss Bailey. I need to chat to you soon after I've done all of these, Miss Bailey. We'll chat.
Yo,
What you saying there?
am I here? Is it working? Alright, bet.
Yes.
What's up, man?
Finally got him.
What's up? Sorry, I'm late. Apologies.
It's alright, man. Only a minute late. I'm good, man. How you doing?
Can't complain, man.
No, I'm saying, man, you're one of the revolutionaries of the dance scene. You make them look sexy again. You know what I'm saying, man? You gave us that confidence back. Like, shit, there's actually a hole in there.
Oh, all my guys are joining. NBA on top, man. So big
Man,
dog.
saw the great. Oh, yeah. See, you came on and all said,
guys.
yeah, man.
Leanne, what you saying? Matt,
I said, pause.
Matt Nathan, what's good? Mensa, pause.
Yeah, pause, you know.
Mensa with the jokes already.
All right, man, started with a pause. All right, bro. We'll move
Justin,
on now. See, look at that. Even Justin's coming.
that's my dog.
Yeah, man. Justin got him afterwards, but shit. How you doing, brother?
I can't complain, man. Life is good, man.
Been swimming again?
I didn't go this morning. I took the day off, so I go every 3 days. So we go to the beach, we get our workout in, we work out, and then I go for a swim afterwards. That's actually part of the workout. Like we swim out maybe about 300 meters, and swim back, and then spin up the sand hills. So today's my day off. I went to the court, but today's my day off on the beach.
Nice one, man. Nice day off from that. So how you been dealing with the whole lockdown and quarantine anyway, man?
Just staying busy, man. I actually love it, man.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like as a professional basketball player, it's not too different from our normal lifestyles.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, I'm just looking for my AirPods.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. I don't need them though. It's not too different from our normal lifestyles, because like you'll find yourself in another country and you'll be isolated from friends and family.
Yeah.
You see your teammates, but a lot of times because you're with your teammates all day, like you want that time to yourself, and you'll be tired when you come home. So the difference now is like it's all day every day.
Yeah.
So. But for me personally, it's been a good opportunity to read a lot of books, to listen to like a lot of seminars and talks and
and spend some time with little man as well.
Yeah, just to improve on things that I'm doing, just to work on my own skills outside of basketball. So it's been a good time for that.
Definitely, man. And obviously, I've seen them posts you've been doing about people how to improve the Instagram, and that's been dope, man. I've been literally following
Original
that.
Geezer.
Yeah, what's up, Geezer? Another one there. It's like Yeah, those posts about branding, the Instagram, how to, how to better yourself, man. Been
Yeah,
taking a lot of advice off that, man. So that's been
yeah.
dope, man. Keep those coming, man.
Blessings,
So,
man. So I'm reading right now. I'm reading Extreme Ownership, which is a book about, like, it talks about everything that you do in your life is like you're to blame for it. You're, for the good things, for the bad things. Like, even if you're part of a team and like, things aren't going. Basically, the book says there's no such thing as a bad team, only bad leaders, and that goes across your life. That goes across everything that you do. So, taking extreme ownership for what you do is to hold yourself accountable to a certain standard. Once
that's
you start
dope.
doing that, you start making excuses for things happening. You start looking for, you know, ways out of situations. You just figure out solutions on how to make things better for yourself. So
Because
that's what
things
I'm doing
kind of
right
happen, innit?
now. Things are always going to happen,
Things
and that's
happen,
what it
so you
talks
got to
about. Things
find
are,
how to deal with it.
yeah, things
Yeah.
always happen, and that once you understand that things always happen, then you start thinking ahead. You don't just go with the flow, because a lot of times, like, you'll be, you'll account for things. You know what I mean? Like, you make a plan, but something is always going to happen and make your plan go sideways. And what you going to do next?
Always.
Yep, yep.
It's
It's by
kind of like,
Jocko and
yeah.
Leif. I forgot my boy.
I had to get that book,
Leif
man.
Babin. Leif Babin.
Is it a book or is it audio book? That book.
It's audio book. Recently I went audio books because at first I was doing everything paperback, but like
Yeah,
with audio books you can I pop mine in on the way to the beach in the morning, on the way back
yeah.
when I'm on the court. You know what I mean? Like, I used to listen to music. Now I listen to the audio books. So I just got done with the 10X School by
Yeah.
Grant Cardone.
Okay.
And yeah, like these type of books, man, like audio books. Go to Audible. Shout out my boy Henry Sims. Hey, you got some official guys in here, bro. Henry Sims is, you know who that is?
No, he's one of you, man. So yeah, shout out Henry Sims.
That's my dog, Mike Tuck, the OG.
All right.
Henry went to Henry's from Maryland, right? From Baltimore. Went to
Okay.
Georgetown, played in the league for Cleveland.
Oh, serious? All right.
Yeah. He was catching those from Kyrie. Like, right now he's in Italy. So
That's cool,
he's a
man.
big
Shout
time guy,
out.
man.
Add me up, brother Sims. Yeah,
He's a big
man.
time guy.
Oh, no, but it's true that I kind of like understand with that taking extreme ownership and stuff because that this is what brought me to do these lives. So fair enough. We were planning to do things in the studio, but can't do it. So what we're gonna do? Just say, oh, it's a current. Lockdown's fault. Why I can't do nothing? No, man. You got to keep it moving and adapt to the situation. Like, let's move forward. Things are gonna
That,
happen, like you said. Always
that's
gonna happen.
definitely that's definitely like another concept that like I've been seeing pop up a lot with like successful people. Like, one of the things that they say is like successful people and like these guys who are writing these books is like hesitation is probably like your biggest downfall. Like, a lot of times what happens, it's actually going to be one of my posts coming up. Like, one of the things that happens is that you're supposed to do something, or you have an idea to do something, but for whatever reason you work your way out of doing it. Like you said, like, oh, we don't have the studio, or
Yeah,
don't know how this is going to come out, or I don't know if the people are prepared, or whatever that shit. So you're making an excuse to not do something that you want to do, or do something that can only help
yeah,
you or your brand or whatever you're doing. And when you hesitate, someone else isn't, and that's all part of it too.
yeah. That's true, man. That's true,
You
man.
know.
So getting into this, man. Where is it you grew up then, man? Where's you?
Got a long story, man. I was born in Germany.
Okay, yeah,
My
yeah,
dad was going to uni in Germany, and my mom was going to uni in Paris, in France. And she's older than my dad. They're both in Sierra Leone, Africa.
yeah.
So when my mom got done, she moved to Germany. I was born, and my dad always likes to remind me I was a mistake, but it changed everything for him. So
Oh man, that's it. So, and whereabouts in So when did you come over to UK? Whereabouts in UK you grew up?
I came over to London when I was 4 years old. We moved to Thornton Heath,
Okay.
and yeah, I've been in South London ever since. I left London when I was 15. I went to the States. I did my sophomore year in high school
Yeah.
in Boston. From there, I did 2 years in Spain at the Gran Canaria Basketball Academy.
How was
From there,
that?
it was amazing. I mean, it was tough, man. It was tough.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was tough. It was very hard. We went 5 times a day.
Oh, that
6 days a week. It was tough, man. It was tough.
5 times a day.
Yeah, I mean the whole Moni Love. That's Sierra. That was my strength and conditioning coach when I was in LA. After came from Gran Canaria,
Yeah.
I went to LA. That's my strength and conditioning coach at LMU. Now she's a coach at San Diego State women's
Okay.
team. Yeah, so show some saying hi to her. But yeah, we went 5 times a day. And the whole premise of that was I needed like me starting playing basketball late. I started when I was like 14 and a half, 15, 16, like around
Yeah.
those ages. So, and I was already going to the States. I had the opportunity to go to the States simply because like I was a hard worker and I had good height. So I had to get more basketball in. And the way it worked in the States is when I was there for my sophomore year, like you could only play ball in between November and February. That's the basketball season.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the season before that is like American football and football. Then there's basketball and I think like ice hockey, and then you
Ice
have
hockey, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Them white boys was in the ice. That shit was
Yeah.
legit. And then you have
Yeah,
baseball
dope.
season. Then you have baseball season in February. But like in Spain, what they do is in Europe you can play ball all year round. You
Yeah.
can play ball all year round. So
Okay.
that was the idea was for me to go out there so I can get more coaching. Hopefully I can catch up like my peers. Get my skill level to the point
What you
where I
need to
can
do.
compete and give
Yeah.
myself a chance to go somewhere else. So that's why I ended up going to Spain, and that's why it was so intense. And yeah, it made me a better man. I had to mature, had to live on my own in another country,
But
where they don't speak English, and so that was my first experience of
that does help you
that.
mature though, living on your own. Living on
Yeah,
your own does really help you mature. It makes you grow up quick. Because I learned that coming out of uni.
yeah. Where'd you go uni?
Leeds Metropolitan. So these are the times
Yeah,
when Laddie was there.
yeah,
I was there, but I was the second team, and then Laddie and Albert.
I heard about you men out there. I heard about you men out there.
I tell you what though, them had fans, boy. When them D1 games started and Laddie and Albert were playing, they had fans, boy. I remember. I'll tell you a story. I remember Brixton came up to play,
Yeah,
and I think this is when Laddie had gone back to Brixton.
yeah.
We're walking to the gym now, and the woman goes up to me and my boy Dennis. Yeah, hi guys, are you guys from Brixton? I said, no, for Leeds. Oh, do you know if Laddie's gonna come? And this is a grown woman. She's a mother, you know. Do you know if that Laddie's gonna be there? Oh, he's amazing. I was like, oh shit. I said,
Do you know what I call him?
what?
Sugar Brown. That's his name. Sugar Brown.
Sugar, bro. That makes sense.
Sugar
Flipping
Brown.
hell. Yeah, the fans, boy, they loved him. You know, it's
Yeah.
Mantop still in, man. They loved them up there, man. So yeah, man. Leeds,
Yeah.
I was at Leeds, man. But yeah, that was some good times up there. There'll be off-camera talks.
Oh, we got some more people. Hold on. Tanner, what's good? My boy Ferg, Sev, what you saying? My boy Z Nix from New York. That's another. Bro, I'm
Oh
telling you,
man, you got some
all these
squad in
people,
here. Shout out to the
official
man, them.
people. Gio, what you saying?
So I wanted to,
respect.
what I wanted to get into, the yeah, man, the London Royals season, man. Like, yeah. Huh?
What a year.
We could get the short version, but I'm gonna talk in the positives of the Royals. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What a year. What a year. Like all the other stuff, I can't talk about it yet just because
yeah.
it's legal.
We're gonna talk on the good stuff, man.
But it was an
You
amazing.
know.
It was an amazing year, man. It was an amazing
So
year.
what made you come? So what was the reason coming back? Because it was in London, and you got to play with some of your peers because you playing alongside a lot of the man them really.
Honestly, what happened was I was at a point in my career where I had done a lot in Europe, and I was at the point where what kind of happens is you figure out how the game works, right? So I was just in Spain, and I had a great year in Spain.
Yeah.
And I end up I don't know if you can see the scar on my wrist.
Okay.
I needed surgery, like maybe around February. Like I hurt myself, and they came to me. They were like, "You have to have surgery, but it won't get worse. So you can play out." And mind you, I had a 2-year deal. That my deal was like, if we get promoted to the ACB the next year, then I had a bigger and better deal. And that was going to be my first year in the ACB. And the plan was, I played like 2-3 years in the ACB, get a big time deal in the ACB. Like just I'll be set.
Yeah.
So they were like, "You're our guy. You've had a good year. You've had a great year up to now. But we think like we're gonna get promoted with you. Obviously, if you decide to have surgery, you're still our guy. If we get promoted, whatever. But we're gonna have to sign someone else, and we don't know how it's gonna go with him." So me being who I am and what I've always done in my career, like I put the other team first. Now I was getting offers to leave Spain and go to places where I've been before for more money, because it's coming to the playoffs. What normally happens is around the playoff times, teams will call you if you're an experienced guy, if they know you can get the job done, they call you to leave your team and go play for the playoffs. I said no. I said no to having surgery. I said no to all the other teams. Stayed put, stayed loyal. I played hurt. We're not getting promoted. I did well. I was a fan favorite out there, even to the point that when we did the parade, like I was singing to the people in Spanish. But then obviously, after that, the business side of it comes, and they end up cutting me to bring some of their own Spanish guys in, bring it like their own people in.
Oh, right.
I was just kind of tired of the fact that like it gets to the point where if your market value around like the league or the country isn't seen as where it needs to be at, like your playing ability could be here.
Yeah.
If your market value is here, that's where that's what they want to do to you. Now after a while,
Okay. All right.
yeah. So
Again,
if you're a young player or you don't have any experience, then they can justify not paying you. Now if you're an experienced player and you've played well, they have to pay you. It's either they pay you or they get someone else in for cheaper.
So that's what they probably did then. In your case, got rid of you because your value might have been high.
Basically, it's either you have to pay me or get someone else in for cheaper, and you gamble. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully maybe it don't.
Maybe it don't. Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens. And it was I just got to a point where I was like, listen, I'm not about to keep going to these teams and helping them fulfill their agenda, fulfill their dreams and their goals, and I'm going to be left out in the cold every single time.
Yeah. Definitely, you have to come to a point where you have to say, "No, enough's enough."
Yeah. So, and then I don't know. When I had that mindset, like I didn't know what the next year held. Like I was prepared to sit out. I was not gonna, like, my whole thing was like, I'm not taking any more jobs that I don't want to do. I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna. That mentor said basically I started to understand my value, and because I was doing stuff outside of basketball, when these jobs came up, like it wasn't like, I have to take this job because I need this money.
Yeah.
I started saving my money better. I started acting better with my money, so it wasn't like I just need an opportunity. I just need a job, so I was able to be a bit more selective with my opportunities, and then.
So that gave you a bit more freedom. So let me guess. So all that time of preparation that you did, it gave you a lot more freedom to say you could go back to somewhere like Royals, basically.
Well, yes, but at the same time, Royals came with like a deal that was like, okay, this makes sense, Like it came that the whole situation was about me coming home, helping to build something at home, build my own thing at home, like be part of my own team that I'm building. I signed for 3 years, a 3-year deal. It's for good money. And it was going to allow me to do certain things that I wouldn't be able to do like when I'm overseas. So if you're getting paid in another country, then it's hard for you to come home and get a mortgage. You can have the money in your bank, but the bank is not going to give you the mortgage to go and sign to go and do what you have to do with that money. So you got to do everything cash, or so the fact that I was able to come home allowed me to do some more business type moves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So even with everything I'm doing right now, like the plan was to get it started, get it popping back in 2018.
2018. The Royals started at 2018, I believe.
Yeah, it's
2019,
supposed to
yeah.
get started in 2018, but obviously when all the bullshit started popping off, like I had to kind of like sit back and evaluate and hedge my bets. So and
That's dope. All right.
that's where we're at now.
All right. So during those times, though, one of the things I will touch on, what's the emotions, of going into that BBL Trophy Finals for one?
Yeah.
Imagine now, this is an epic battle. This is
Yeah.
the Battle of London. Like,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts going into that, and your whole emotion through the game, and going into overtime as well? You went into overtime, right? That game as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you win the MVP in that game. Like, was you expecting that win? And what was your emotions again? Talk us through that, man.
I mean, quite honestly, I never expect to lose. It don't matter what I do. I never really expect to lose. Yeah, like it can happen, obviously, and you prepare for that to happen, and you don't have to deal with losing. But I thought we were gonna win. I was confident we were gonna win, but I knew it would be tough. But there's just some games that you can just like you can sense that everyone's on the same page. Like
Yeah.
the build up for that game. Like the focus was, like we had so much talent on that team that some days it could be difficult to kind of like make everything run as smooth as you might want it to. But that week, nothing, no issue, nothing, no problems. Like
it was a good battle, man. It was like, because some games, in some games you can feel like some people capitalize off other teams' errors and stuff. I just felt like that game, it was straight balling. Like you weren't Wales weren't trying to make a mistake. Lions weren't trying to make no mistake. It was literally just everyone was focused. Both teams were just focused on trying to. And any slip up that happened.
And those guys they're battle tested. They've been together.
Yeah.
They won chips before, and they knew the league. I mean, that one thing you have to remember, that it's basketball, so it don't matter who you are, man. If you're new to the league, you don't know how things go there. Like, if you got into a team, like they know how the league goes, they know what works there. They have an advantage straight away.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're tough. They're good players, talented. So it was always going to be a battle. But just that environment, to come out on top, overtime. Like, I think I forgot what happened for us to go down 3. But it was just like, oh shit, But at the same time, no one panicked. Like no one panicked. No one panicked. And all credit to Junior. Like I was probably his best moment ever. Like he drew up the play. Like he knew what was going to happen. But even then, Ed made a hell of a play. Like if you watch it, like Justin was on his way. Justin was on his way. And
I never forget that, because I remember that play. I thought, all right, Justin's probably gonna just stop at Ed, and then he just ran past him. And I was like, oh.
But you can't blame Justin though, because Ed's
I'm not blaming him.
I'm just saying. Ed's one of them shooters. You could be in front of him. You can run past him. You could hit him. He can still hit that shot. It don't matter what you know what I mean. But what it was actually good that Justin made him do that, because he made him like change his rhythm. It wasn't like he just caught the ball and shot it. Like he had to do something. He took a dribble, so it was even a more difficult shot. but he nailed it, man.
It was a good shot.
He nailed it, and then give us a chance to take away in the overtime, which we did.
And then one way walked away the MVP award, man. So congrats on that one, man.
Yeah, that was unexpected, man. I didn't know I was gonna get it. Like,
it was a really epic battle, man. I love that, man.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you made it to the playoff finals, unfortunately. Leicester.
Yeah.
Happens again. Battle tested team. They've been there before, so that must have been tough.
So just how the preparation for trophy final was so elite. The preparation for playoff final was completely opposite. And it wasn't anything to do with the players. like again at that point, stuff with ownership was already unraveling. So, you know, they didn't give us a chance in terms of like practicing, where to practice, what time we're practicing, even how
Yeah.
we're getting to the O2. Always an issue, you know. And when you're
Oh,
playing,
really?
yeah. Again, you know, I'll go into that when I'm able to. I'll go into that more,
Yeah,
but
we've got another. That's another issue. Yeah.
yeah. But again, like all stuff like that. When you're playing a team that number one has been on that stage many times, has won on that stage many times,
Sometimes, yeah.
has one of the best coaches in the league. It's one of the most winningest teams in the league. It's one of the biggest budgets in the league in terms of, you know, like what they do. I mean, you
How
look
they
at Leicester. Look at Leicester what they've done over the last 15 years. You know,
they
like,
just know how to budget well. They don't overspend their budget. They're great with it. So they manage it. It's managing their budget is what they're good at.
on top of that, they're easily them and Newcastle are easily one and two and best, most organized teams in the league over
By
the
far.
last five, 10 years. I mean, I won't. You know, I always got to give some credit to Vince. I got to give some credit to PJ.
Yeah, Vince has been doing a great job with lines. Very great
Yeah,
job.
give some credit to PJ. Who else? Atiba. You know, I got to give some credit.
Another team I see that's doing on the rise with the organization is Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol was they're doing big things over there. They're building their own arena. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying historically, like Leicester's been one of those teams. So now, if you're going up against that in the final, and then you know you're already fighting behind the eight ball, like you're you know, so the preparation just wasn't where it needed to be, and it showed in the game. And it was unfortunate because we worked really hard to get to that point. You know,
Oh man, it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it was
We did
heartbreaking.
good. First half was good, then that no, so it was unfortunate that one, man. I remember coming to your Bristol game, like, as you saying that you had ups and downs in that season. I do remember your Bristol game, and that was like that you lot had me scared, man. I was like, what?
The first one.
Was it the one where you had Washburn,
Oh yeah.
and he got a dirty dunk?
Oh. See that we didn't even have Wes, man. Like, see stuff like that. Like, we didn't have Wes, we didn't have Day.
Oh, it was
That year
bad.
was so frustrating. That year was amazing, but it was frustrating, man.
Frustrated, man.
Yeah.
I do remember that Bristol game. It was like you know what up, and then they came back into it. I was like, what's going on? And it was funny because they had such a great fan base. So I'm the only royal supporter virtually just there on that. Yeah, and I'm looking around like, shit, these guys all try to attack me like football fans.
Well, they wanted to beat us because I think we beat them twice that season already.
Yeah.
They
And
wanted to beat us, and they were confident, man. They were confident.
because you beat them once when you weren't playing. I think when
Yeah.
LVC hit that last minute jump shot.
Yeah.
And I remember the other time when I came, but then Wes got that dunk on. I think it was a dozy. Might have been a dozy. That was so unexpected, man. I sat there like I'm thinking, what's he doing? Why is he driving? Oh shit! I was like, damn.
Wes is a beast.
I was like, this guy could, and he's got long arms, so he's just going up and he's dunked. I was like, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was nice, man. That game was nice, man. And so you played in some cities, man. Italy, Ukraine. Played for what they called Cherkasy Monkeys.
It's called Cherkasy Mavpa.
Cherkasy, huh?
Mavpa.
Mappa. Oh, right.
But it's translated to monkeys, isn't it? Which is
Yeah,
when I found out, I was like, what?
yeah. That's why I thought. Let me ask this about this because I was like monkey. I was like, eh? And I was a bit like, all right, that's a bit odd, but I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna try to pull a card on that one. But it's the monkeys, all right, cool. And then Lebanon, Greece, Spain. Out of those ones, which was your favorite city to play in? Not to say the other ones weren't good, but
the ones you just mentioned.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, all the ones
mentioned. Yeah.
Probably Lebanon. Going over to Lebanon was a bit scary because Syria is right there, and then on the plane, I'm reading that the newspaper was there. They're talking about how they just bombed Syria with gas canisters and stuff like that. Kids were dying, people were dying. It's right there. And actually, when I got there at the airport, they had the big guns there.
Oh damn!
the guys had the AKs over there, and we weren't allowed to go to certain parts of the city because you get kidnapped over there or whatever. But
Oh snap, for real?
yeah, but actually, in terms of actually living in Lebanon and playing, like, first of all, the fans are crazy.
Oh,
They
could
love their
imagine.
sport over there.
Why
They
is
love
that
their
though? Like,
sport.
why are fans are like that outside of the UK? I don't like fans are just passionate when it comes to basketball outside the UK. Like,
It's just a culture. It's a culture. It's
yeah,
like you have to build a culture, and it starts from like from the grassroots. Like whenever you want to build something, you have to like. It's unfortunate, but like our generations, and then like like teenagers and stuff like that, you kind of have to. They will be forgotten about. You have to start with the kids. You have to install that love with the kids,
definitely.
and as it goes, it will blossom. It will be something beautiful. But they have a long history of basketball, and it's on TV there. It's a big deal that they think. To them, you can't tell them the Lebanese league is not the best league in the world. You know, you
Serious.
can't
That's,
you can't tell them
see,
that.
that's passionate right there.
Yeah, but it's so crazy. Like away fans are not allowed to come to the games because there's always a fight. There's always a fight, and there's still police there because the home
Yeah.
fans will fight each other.
So home fans fight each other.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What?
So, so that's what I'm saying. Imagine if the home fans fight each other.
What are they gonna?
If
Yeah, I
there's
don't know.
away fans, they're definitely gonna scrap.
Oh, forget that, man. But no, but home fans fighting each other. You're supposed to be
It's
my
just
mind
it's
can't
just
process that.
they're just a very very passionate, very
Passionate.
aggressive people
That's,
in general. Like
oh man, that's crazy. But obviously, it shows. I'll look at the positive side of that. It shows they're passionate, so they're gonna
yeah,
support it.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it
And good
was a
food out
beautiful.
there too.
Huh?
Good food out there too.
Oh, food was amazing. Food was amazing.
Yeah, man. Lebanon. That's probably a country I need to try out if I'm okay to try it there.
You'll love it. Beirut. It's an amazing city. I love it.
All right. So what was a defining moment in your career, do you reckon?
A defining moment.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I had a few.
It was one of them.
I think probably the first time I made Sports Center when I was in college.
Oh, for playing at
LMU.
pardon? LMU, yeah. How do you pronounce
Yeah,
that? Marymount.
Loyola Marymount University.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
so probably the first time I made Sports Center or during the lockout, like all the in the 2011 lockout, all the players used to come to our school to hoop. So
Oh,
so it used to be like all the pros would have their different teams, they have their fives. And
yeah,
our five used to go against the pros, and if you
yeah.
win, you stayed on. And just like things like that, just let me know like, okay, I can do this. I got this. I'm here for this.
Yeah, you're ready for this now. So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
confidence got better and better.
yeah. Just stuff like that. Just I guess stuff like that kind of defined.
Because I can tell the confidence got a bit better from I remember you at Midnight Madness. I think one of the ones where you didn't come to Den Camp, but you came
Yeah,
to Midnight Madness.
yeah,
And then after Midnight Madness and that you've gone to America, come back, I seen a different player. I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's Midnight. When you came to one of the pro classics, I was like, oh shit, it's a
yeah,
different
yeah,
player.
yeah.
And then ref made that mad call, and yeah, I
It is what
remember
it
that.
is, man. It is what it
That
is.
cool, but I was like, what's
Hey,
he? I was like, what's he calling? I was like, damn, and I was like, but that was funny, man.
British refs might be the worst refs in the world.
Flipping hell. I remember it like it was yesterday. There was the cleanest block you'd ever seen. Anyone's watching this, it was the cleanest block I'd ever seen in my life. And he went, yeah, foul. And the other ref was like, what? All the owners, everyone was like, what? Where? And he was like this. And I was like, damn, boy, it's just referee. I don't know what he saw there, but it is what it is, like he said, man. Like,
It's
can't
all
do
good,
anything.
man.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
good.
It's all good. What's your favorite pre-game meal and favorite post-game meal?
It's a good question. I think
Yes, little man.
you hear him.
Yeah, I can hear little man.
Yeah. He's a cat. He's comedy. He's
How
comedy.
your new father in that? How was that feel anyway?
That's amazing, man. It's easily the best thing I ever did. You know,
Definitely.
I didn't know it was going to be like this. I didn't expect it, I guess. But
Got
you know,
more
it's
to come,
amazing.
man.
Yeah. But pre-game meal, probably
Yeah.
just spaghetti, man. I keep it simple, like spaghetti, bolognese. You
Oh,
know,
the
nothing.
bolognese.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm not like a big conspiracy guy. Like the way like what works for me is I try to attack game day the same way I would any other day because I've had some of my best hooping days. I could have been out all day doing whatever, and I just show up to the court and I get busy. Or even like when I was younger, like when we was in school,
Yeah.
say we was up all night, and then got to bed late at like 2 in the morning, then got up
Yeah.
at 6 to go hoop.
Yeah.
And but because you're not putting pressure on yourself, you know what you're supposed to do. So I try to
Yeah.
attack game day the same way. But after the game, I like to get my picture of sangria. I started that when I was in Barcelona.
Yeah.
That's my lick.
Okay. I hear that. You
MJ
go into
MJ smoked his cigar. I had my sangria.
you like the cigar, right.
Nah,
The Cuban ones,
I
yeah.
don't smoke cigars. I'm just saying MJ had these cigars. I
Okay.
drink sangria.
Yeah, sangria. That's all right, man. So that's your version of the cigars, sangria.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
I hear that, man. You know, me, I like a nice little pineapple rum, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only drink that when I'm on holiday. That's my holiday drink. I gotta be by the pool to drink a pineapple.
Oh, nice cider. I like my ciders.
I like cider too.
I like a good cider. Nice cold passion fruit cider. I'm good for that. Right.
Yeah, that's good money.
That'd be nice.
That's good money.
All right. It's my favorite part of this talks. My hotspot questions.
Okay.
So they're 2 3-part questions, right?
Okay.
And the first part is a player you love playing with, a player you love playing against, and a funny teammate.
A funny teammate.
Yeah. The
A
mind
player I
game.
love playing against.
Yeah.
Probably Justin. I love playing against Justin. Justin. I love playing against Justin.
Okay.
Because he gets pissed. He gets pissed. And me and Justin we always go at it. Like he gets pissed.
Yeah.
Like when we're on different teams, it's like we don't like each other.
I remember that. I remember when you went at Pro Classic, and it was basically
but that's different. It's not the same though. It's not the same thing. It's not the same. That Pro Classic was like, first of all, they were cheating. I guess was cheating. But I played against Justin like professionally.
Yeah.
Played against him in the trophy final. Obviously the BBL last season.
Yeah.
And in Greece. So
Yeah.
they were always battles. And then playing with, I don't know, any of my teammates over the years, it's hard for me to pick out one in particular that I like playing with more than any of the others. I've had some really good teammates, man. I've been blessed, man, like to be around good guys. And then funniest, I don't know, like see that like for me, and excuse my language, but like for me that it's different. There's different types of funny. So there's guys who crack jokes, and guys who are like retarded, just do like some silly shit, and then make you just be like, yo, what's like. Now Ed Lucas is funny and retarded at the same time.
Yeah. So, see, that's one there. See, you picked one there. You not realizing.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Exactly. But I'm obviously my most recent teams are like fresh in my mind. I don't know if you know Kai Williams. I don't know if you remember him, but growing up with him, playing with him in Towers, Kai is one of the funniest guys I ever played with on the team. Shane Walker was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. LVC's funny.
So LVC and Ed, both of them together.
Yeah, characters.
I remember Ed and Matthew were talking. No, I don't know if they're talking trash, but Matthew would say to you, why do you always wear 4 pairs of socks one time?
He wears foot. You know, he wears. That's what I'm saying. He wears football socks to play basketball, and he wears like 4 pairs of them. But this, you see what I'm saying now?
Matthew's like,
and you ask him, and he'll like,
sitting there like Matthew's like, why'd you wear? He's just looking at him. He's like, why'd you wear 4 pairs of socks, bro? I can't get my head around it, bro.
and he don't know either. He just I feel comfortable.
I'm just wearing them, really.
This
What,
is
what,
smart.
you think it makes you taller?
This is a smart, intelligent guy. Why do you wear 4 pairs of socks?
Oh,
Oh,
he
man.
cried, bro. He wears 4
Yeah,
pairs
man.
of socks, and Matthew was just looking at him. I remember it. We was at the Ronnie Baker's birthday and a 50th birthday.
Okay.
And that's why he said it to him. So he sat there and he put his socks on. And Matthew sat there, looked at him, and said, "Why'd you wear 4 pairs of socks? I don't get this from. Is it because it makes you taller?" He goes, "No, man. It's like wearing them." So I was just like, each to their own, innit?
You gotta do what makes you comfortable on the court.
Football socks as well, but hey, man,
Football socks. Coach Dot Love.
oh man. All right, and the other part to the 3-part questions. Sometimes I get answers, sometimes I don't. So, a player you didn't like playing with. So in particular, it's not someone that in particular you hated, because there's a few guests who have said they didn't like playing with them, but they're cool with them. They're their boys still, but they made a joke out of it. And player you didn't like playing against, so your kryptonite. Everyone's got kryptonites. And then a player, an opponent, a funny opponent.
Funny opponent. Let me think funny opponent first. I think you put me too much on the spot. Like I have a lot of good stories about stuff like funny opponents, but
Yeah, you got.
I can't think like I can't. It's not coming to my mind like that. But I remember some of the funniest things that happen with opponents. Sometimes it's like guys like sometimes some guys like to talk shit, and like if you're, but they like talking shit nowadays is different from that back in the day. So what would happen is, now when we was in Greece, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Our team was like a mid-level team in Greece, and there's like Euro Cup teams, Champions League teams, and Euro League teams. Now some of the dudes on like the Champions League teams, sometimes like they would want to start talking shit, and but mind you, we all go to the same clubs, we all go out to the same places, we all see each other at night time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one time, one of the guys was like, he said something to my boy like, "That's why my paper's longer than yours," or just something silly like that.
My paper.
That's why my paper's longer than yours, or something like "Oh, sharp, I got more money than you. I'll get paid more than you," or something.
Yeah.
My boy's like, "What?" That's what I needed to hear. I'm gonna be waiting for you afterwards. I'm gonna check them pockets. So now what happens is, a lot of times, right, as basketball players, what I always find funny is the guys who talk shit, afterwards when you're shaking hands. Yeah. Oh no, it's just basketball, man. It's just basketball. It's just basketball. I personally always find that funny, So like I said, we go out to the same places, we go to the same clubs. We're gonna see each other on the street, on the road. That they're not gonna have that same type of violence and aggression that we was talking about before. So just that. So I mean, that there's been a lot of funny opponents like that. A lot of funny opponents have said like funny stuff, like I can't pick one out in particular. And guys I don't like playing with, probably Sugar Brown, man. He want to shoot the ball. He shoot every time. He want to shoot every time, bro. He shoot every time. He shoot every single time.
Laddie. Sugar Brown.
Sugar Brown, man. The girl named Sugar, man. He shoot every time. Every time. Every time.
Yeah, he had that green light at Leeds, boy. He probably took it from Leeds and had it since, but he had that green light from Leeds, boy. He could do anything.
But I respect it though, man. I mean, like, I respect it.
Yeah. He's cool, man.
That's my guy. That's my brother, man.
Yeah, for real. And a player you didn't like playing against, Kryptonite.
I didn't like playing against.
Yeah.
I ain't met him yet.
Okay.
I ain't met him yet.
Hey. Okay.
I ain't met him yet. Let me see.
Matt couldn't stop him. What's he say, Kofi? Yeah, Matt couldn't stop him.
Who leads? Who I mean Brown.
Oh yeah, Matt Newby.
Matt
You said
Newby,
Matt
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
stop him. Even the coach couldn't stop him shooting.
Oh no. Can't no one stop Brown from shooting that ball from. Yeah. Nah, I ain't met him, man. The hardest player, I'll tell you a story. The hardest player for me to ever play against was Sue Butler, RIP.
Oh, you played against us all?
Yeah, when I was coming out of school, when I was getting ready for the draft, he was trying to work his way back into the league.
Yeah,
So obviously I knew him, I knew who he was,
yeah,
but I didn't expect that. At I think he was 37 at the time.
yeah.
I figured like, yeah, he's not really like a guy that's in the league. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to be anything for me. Let me tell you, man, this guy, when it comes to being in shape, being strong, being able to like play the game, like yeah, it was difficult, man. It's like to get a bucket on him, to stop him. Like, you could stop the drive. He's making a shot. Take the shot away. He's big. He's getting to the bucket. He's and he's efficient. Like, no messing around, no nothing. Like,
Just
it's
quick
like,
buckets. Right.
yeah, man. That space shoot, jab left, jab right. Like, counter, spin, finish. He's the toughest player for me personally that to play
Fair enough.
against. Yeah.
All right. R.I.P. Soul, man.
RIP, man. That's my dog,
Yeah.
man. That's my
Oh,
dog.
man.
But I love them battles, man. I love them battles.
Good, man. No, it's good, man. It brings the best out of people, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Anyone else, as we've got people still on the line, anyone else got any more questions while we're tuned in with Ashley? And Ashley, do you have any questions for myself?
Yeah, man. Like, what's your right now? What's your goal? What's your ambition for what you're doing right now with the lives? First of all, I love the lives. I love the interviews that you're
Appreciate it, man.
doing. But like, what's the end vision for this?
The end vision is I want to eventually now turn this into where I'm working for myself and I'm interviewing at the games. So really, my main goal is I want to impact the sport in this country differently. So I want people to understand, get to know the players more.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what is needed, like have
yeah,
a better interaction with the players. So get people and the viewers to feel like they know the players and bring more fans in.
yeah, for sure.
From that side. So I think that's what I want. This is what I'm doing. Just interacting a lot more with the players. And the end goal is I virtually want to be just doing. I want to go to as many games as I possibly can. So on the weekend comes, right? That's work time for me.
I think that's the most important thing, and I think it's quite short-sighted of leagues not to follow like the examples of other leagues who are being successful. So let's say like the NBA, for instance, and obviously it's not the NBA, but you scale it down, to what you have. But the model that works for the NBA is like, you make you have to find stars. You make the players relatable to the fans or to the consumer.
Exactly.
So
That's what I want to do.
A big problem about the BBL is that people in the immediate area have no idea that there could be a team that is right there. Like, there's a professional team there, and that's but that's also part of that why I talk about the branding yourself and doing things of that nature, because you're essentially adding to your own bottom line if you're doing that. But if teams aren't doing that, how can you expect players to understand how to do that?
Yeah. And I think why I did it this way, because I think if I try to do this interaction from a perspective of, say, I want to do it under BBL or under London Lions, it doesn't really have that effect. Where if I did it just myself, of my own name, Everyting Chris, and then start talking to people, people get to know who I am, and they get to know what I do, and then they get to know the players. So that's what
I think that's important. I think that's important. I think that's a really good goal, a good mission, and yeah, it needs to be done. It needs to be done more, man. And I mean, the beautiful thing for me is that I've seen more people slowly understand that and step into it. It's just one of them things, like, if you don't know any better, you can't do any better. So as we start to learn, and as we start to know better, we gotta pass it down. Either people gonna take note and come along with the ride, or or they're gonna get left behind, and you know they're gonna see it
Exactly.
from afar later. But
And I wasn't gonna do these lives. I literally was gonna just, like I said at the beginning, I was gonna wait till the quarantine and then to get it. But then I spoke to my team, and you know, they just said do it. Even my brother said it, Marcus said it as well. He just said, you know, give it a try, see what happens, and then I've got a good reception from it. So it's helped me to promote myself,
yeah,
to promote my show. You know, see again some of the things I wish everyone would start seeing your pages. Some of the things you talk about branding yourself.
thank
I've
you.
learned a lot more to that. You know, just commenting more on pages and interacting more with other people, because when you do that, you promote yourself a lot more. So when they see you're promoting that, so I've learned to do that more.
So one of the things with that is like you kind of have to unlearn a lot of the things that you learn. So
Yeah,
I mean, kind of how we grow up, and I mean how I grew up anyway. Like using social media was always kind of like I didn't want it to seem like I was trying too hard or doing too much. You know,
yeah,
trying to seem cool or whatever, or like, you know. So simple things that you're supposed to do on the platform to help your page grow. Like I wasn't doing it simply because like I wanted to seem a certain type of way. And a big problem is like, and these are all things I want to talk about again more in the future posts. But like
yeah,
a lot of us, we like when we see marketing or we see branding, we see our stars and our heroes do it on TV or do it
yeah,
in newspapers or for night. So they got big ass corporations and machines behind them.
yeah,
You know, so like say
yeah,
like a guy like the Bun, right? For instance, right? The Bun's the Bun. Like
yeah,
his sons, Bunny, Bryce, like we know who they are simply because of who the
yeah,
Bun is. So obviously they can use their social media, they can brand themselves in a certain type of way, and the attention is already there.
it's
Now
already there.
we aren't these people, so we can't go about our business the same way they go
Same way,
about their business.
definitely.
It's that simple. Once you realize that, then you have to understand that you have to put in a bit more legwork. And once you start doing those type of things, like you said, you start your live. The big thing about it is like you learn what works, you learn what doesn't work, you know, and you're able to make adjustments. But if you never start, then you can never
Yeah,
have those type of, you
and
know.
I'll be honest. Along the way, I'm starting to make changes all to my advertising. At first, I was
Yeah,
you know, I think at first when I started advertising, I had to start looking at it from a viewer. Like when I
yeah,
did your advertisement before that, if you see the ones before, you notice I've not put my Instagram info. I had to watch the Instagram lives. So
yeah.
I was like, oh wait a minute. So they know who I'm talking to. They know what time it starts, but where they're gonna watch it. So
Yeah.
little things like that. Oh right, let me put little information at the bottom so they know where to go to watch this. So
You have
it's
to make it. You have
yeah,
to make it that you're basically fighting for people's attention. Now,
yeah,
people are busy people, and a big thing about it is like a big misconception is like someone like will say like, "Oh, I started something new," you know. So my people, my friends are going to support it. They support you,
yeah,
but still they got lives too. They're doing stuff, you know.
yeah,
So for you have to really go out your way to make them be like, oh, you know what? I need to look in there. Like they're putting something out there that makes so you have to earn their attention. And once you understand that, you know, like you start to make moves in a certain type of way that helps you. It's like Manchester says it right there. If nobody knows you, nobody know.
yeah. If nobody knows you,
So yeah,
you gotta sell, and that's
yeah,
100%, man. Like literally, like that's what is making sense. Because, like you said, yeah, there are a lot of people who know me. Have been helping me out, but there's people I've just met through this. You know, like there's some people I've just met and I've networked with, and they're like, "Yo, I like what you're doing. You know, let's talk some more."
bro,
So I've met some people through it. So
you'll be so surprised at like how like you simply venturing out there,
yeah,
like how valuable you can be to other people and how much other people want to be involved with you and what you do. If you're putting something good out there, so
yeah,
now when they do their research and they see you, they're like, oh, listen, he's doing this, you know, maybe we can get behind this, or maybe we should get behind this, or maybe we should
yeah,
talk to him some more. And that's all part of it. And quite honestly, I feel like as guys from the UK, what we have different from guys like from the States or
yeah,
European people is like we're not quite as like I feel like we're the middle ground, simply from the fact that like especially as black guys from the UK, we tend to be first or second generation.
Okay, yeah.
you know, settlers. Whereas like in the States, they might be a bit far off, far gone at times. And
Okay.
the Europeans are like too far the other way. We
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
on, we tend to get on good with everyone, no matter where we go.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, so we have a certain je ne sais quoi that helps us in terms of like getting meeting people and putting our message across and you know, doing things in a certain kind of way. And when we learn how to do that the right way, then it helps.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I
Man.
can peep that, man. Definitely. And some good knowledge there. I'll take that on board, man. Some gems,
Facts,
man.
man.
Pick them up. That's what I mean. Everyone who's in, if you want to add Ashley's on APG, is Hamilton, right?
AGP,
AGP, not APG.
AGP. Yeah,
AGP.
those
AGP
are my
Hamilton.
initials. Yeah,
Yeah. And then if I add myself, Everyting Chris underscore 2020, check my page. Some more stuff's being put up now. My phone finally updated, so now I can just put the thing straight on Instagram. I've still got my other ones to post up, but I'm gonna do that soon.
okay.
Yeah, bro. Ashley, man, again, been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
It's my pleasure, man. Thanks for having me, and thanks
Definitely.
for taking the time.
Yeah, man.
Everyone who tuned in, man. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you giving us
And
your
yeah,
time.
Femi, everyone appreciate that, man. Definitely, man. And actually, yeah, we'll definitely be in touch, bro. Yeah, man. I'll be catching the gems, bro. Still.
Love, man.
All right, bro. Peace. And little man, stay safe. And the
You too,
missus.
bro. There you
All right, in a bit, man.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
I'm Chris G, host of Everything Chris. Hope you liked that video. If you did, click that like button. Also leave a comment. And also, if you want to see more, click that subscribe button to get a notification when we upload new content every single time. I hope you enjoyed that video and I hope you stay tuned for some more. And also, as you know with me, everything's always Chris.